my wife, Rita, is the person that created the culminating event that started customer service. And we just described and got to discuss the development of kind of incident management procedures. And that was a pretty intense period of development and management and sort of using the model of taking SOPs through the whole process back through the revision thing. I mean, so there was a lot of real management stuff in it. Now, I don't remember exactly when it was, but my wife was lecturing me about something that I needed to be lectured about, and she said, you know, people are going to remember a lot longer how nice you were as opposed to how smart you were. And she says, some days you're a lot smarter than you are nice. I said, well, what do you tell me about that, dear? And she said, you know, people connect and relate a lot more emotionally than they do logically. And you ought to maybe study that a little bit, son. So, you know, it's one of those things that I probably said something sarcastic to her and went off and spent the next 6 months trying to figure out what she was trying to tell me. And I was in a position during that period of time where I got a lot of response from customers, and both as the assistant chief and then the fire chief. And honestly, I never read their whole letter for years, because when they said that we were fast and we were effective, I quit reading. Well, there was another 2 pages about how nice we were to them. So and truly and honestly, one day I read the whole letter and I kind of sat there and thought about it and said, you know, Mrs. Smith didn't say anything here about fire trucks or incident command or creating management subdivisions or how dazzling our radio communications were. And as I took the letters apart, I came up with people, pets, pictures, and pills. That's what she remembered. She remembered the way we treated her. So, and it was just that simple too, is that we sort of had that little revelation and went off from there and said, let's begin to look at the work that we do for the community in the terms of the community, not just our own terms, because that's really what we had done. Now, not to take anything away from the development of delivering standard, effective, safe, quick service, but that really from the standpoint of the customer, they don't remember a lot of technical, tactical stuff. They mostly do indeed remember the way that they were treated, and the memory that they have has to do with a set of things that connected to their feelings a lot more than anything else. Well, and during this period of time, I'm sort of bouncing this off my wife, and she just keeps saying, don't make it complicated, just be nice. And she said it enough that it sunk in, and that really became kind of the guiding 2 words in the system, really, was just simply be nice. Now, there's obviously a lot of technology and a lot of system stuff and just a lot of dynamics in being nice. In other words, how do you actually package up a response that creates that memory in that customer? But it was, and that probably all occurred in 4 or 5 years, I guess. And I kept taking notes on it and trying to make sense out of it, and started to do some writing on it. And then it's another one of those things that ended up in a little simple textbook, and it's been around now for, I don't know, 10 or 12 years and been distributed fairly widely. But it was the easiest change that we ever made, is that mostly in the firefighters, and I've had a chance to talk to a bunch of firefighters around the country through the years about it, and when you said be nice, they said, okay, let's eat. You know, I mean, it was pretty simple. I've never had a firefighter argue with me. Now, they'll talk about different service delivery situations, but I never had a firefighter saying, I don't think it's our role to be nice. I mean, it's kind of silly even to say it, you know. So it was the simplest change we ever made.